My beloved child, tomorrow is too late. The door of destiny stands open now. This is not a threat. It is a rescue. I am not here to frighten you, but to save you from regret. The moment you have asked me to send has arrived, and I will not let you miss it without telling you plainly what this hour means. I have been calling you for a long time. I whispered while you were tired. I tugged at your heart in the middle of the night. I placed the same truth in songs, in sermons, in conversations you did not expect. I rearranged your steps and left holy breadcrumbs until even your doubts had to admit. I have been preparing you for this. You are not unqualified. You are summoned. You have postponed what your spirit knows is right. Prayer you keep delaying. Forgiveness you keep withholding. Surrender you keep avoiding. Purpose you keep postponing. You have told yourself, I will start when I feel ready. Hear me. Readiness follows obedience, not the other way around. Courage meets moving feet. Peace meets open hands. Dearest child, if these words stirred your spirit, keep them safe in your heart. Show your love and faith by blessing this post with a like. I know you've been scared, waiting unsure. I have watched you carry memories that ache, questions that circle, and a loneliness that sometimes makes you numb. I do not despise your hesitation. I understand it. But hesitation is wounding you. It is stealing hours that were purchased for joy. It is teaching your heart to live small. I did not create you for smallness. The danger of delay is not that I will love you less. It is that time will harden what I am softening, and opportunities will pass by while you plan to begin. Tomorrow is a mirage that robs the thirsty. Tomorrow is the lullaby that keeps the weary from rising. Tomorrow is an altar where too many destinies were quietly sacrificed. Child, do not give your future to a promise that never arrives. His warning is mercy. I am not angry. I am intervening. I would rather bruise your comfort now than watch your calling bleed later. Light has come to the places you keep shaded. I am naming what you feared to name, not to shame you but to free you. Receive this as a hand on your shoulder and a door held open by your Father. You ask, why now? Because now is holy. There are windows in time, thin places, when grace is concentrated and momentum is multiplied. This is one of those windows. I have arranged circumstances, softened hearts, lined paths, and poured fresh oil on your head. Move while the wind is at your back. Say yes while courage is close. Consider the path behind you, the unanswered prayers that taught you to trust my character, not my calendar, the rejection that cleared rooms where pride would have thrived, the solitude that trained your ear to my whisper, the disappointments that loosened your grip on outcomes. None of it was wasted. Your wilderness was a workshop. You have said, I am waiting for more instruction. Here it is, simple and clear. Open now. What does opening mean? It means trust, placing what you cannot carry in my hands and refusing to take it back. It means forgiveness, not excusing wrong, but releasing your right to revenge and letting me be judge and healer. It means surrender, ending negotiations with fear and choosing my will over your preference. It means prayer, not perfect words but honest ones, often short and breathed between tasks. It means believing, letting my promise be louder than your history. You fear failure. I know. Fear calls itself wisdom and asks for one more sign, then another. Doubt dresses like prudence and measures the river while the water rises. Distraction pretends to be duty and fills your days with everything but your destiny. I cut through their chorus with a single command that carries my heart. Open now. Beloved child, scroll just a little, and you'll see super thanks, a small heart full of meaning. Press it now, choose what your heart whispers, and confirm. With that click, you become part of heaven's work. Your love will return to you as peace unshaken. When you open, change begins immediately. The atmosphere shifts before the outcome appears. Angels move into position. Paths straighten that looked tangled. The fog that sat on your mind begins to lift like morning mist. My peace will not wait for perfect circumstances. It will arrive like breath in tired lungs. My clarity will not delay until every question is answered. It will give you the next right step, then the next. I am not asking you to leap alone. I am yoga to you. I do not assign what I do not accompany. I walk before you to prepare, beside you to strengthen, behind you to gather what falls through your fingers. I am the God who goes with you into the meeting, into the apology, into the quiet room where you finally tell the truth. You will not be alone for 1 second of this obedience. Do not make an idol of preparation. Do not worship certainty. You have studied the map so carefully that you forgot maps are drawn by travelers, not by watchers. Begin walking, and the lines will appear beneath your feet. Begin building, and the blueprints will unfold in your hands. Here is how to enter through the door to date. Go into your room, close the door, and say my name. Tell me the truth you had avoided. Be still until my peace finds you. Write the names you need to forgive. Speak forgiveness out loud. Bless them. Then place the list where the sun can touch it. Confess where you resisted me. Let shame wash off in the river of my mercy. Receive cleansing like rain. Do the next obedient thing. Send the message. Set the boundary. Apply for the work. Begin the fast. Schedule the counseling and the compromise. Take the rest. Keep your heart in the light. If you stumble, stand quickly. Grace runs faster than failure. As you do this, I will shoulder the weight that has bent you. You will feel the shift. Not because life becomes easy, but because I am carrying what you could not. Your gait will change. Your speech will soften and strengthen at once. You will notice beauty again. You will sleep differently. Hope will become your default tone. Do not compare your obedience to another's pace. Some fields grow wheat. Others grow trees. Wheat is fast. Trees are strong. I am not measuring you by speed but by surrender. I am not asking you to be impressive. I am asking you to be faithful. Let me also speak to your mind. You have confused comfort with peace. Comfort avoids. Peace confronts and heals. You have mistaken control for safety. Control exhausts. Trust restores. You have treated anxiety like a guard dog. It barks at everyone I send. Tell it to lie down. Let my spirit stand watch. Your past will protest. It will tell you that every attempt ends in pain. Your future will seem to whisper that you are already late. Both are wrong. I redeem time. I reopen possibilities. I make roads in deserts and rivers and wastelands. The calendar bows to my purpose when you bow your heart to my will. Dearest one, you are chosen and known by name. I delight in you. Stay near to me, and I will clothe you with courage, hope, and joy unending. You ask, what if I open and nothing happens? Something always happens. The kingdom advances first in the unseen. Roots move before branches. Pressure breaks before fountains burst. Trust that what I begin in silence will announce itself in due season. Your yes never returns empty. Now hear my promises for those who open now. I will give you clarity for confusion, peace for torment, strength for weakness, favor where you were ignored, provision where you saw only lack, companions for lonely roads, and authority where you once apologized for existing. I will heal memories that shaped you with fear and write them with mercy. I will turn losses into language that frees others. Your obedience today will rescue someone else tomorrow. A child will inherit courage because you forgave. A friend will find sobriety because you surrendered. A marriage will breathe again because you humbled yourself. A stranger will feel seen because you finally used your voice. Your yes is a key that opens doors in houses you will never enter. Take this too. There will be resistance. The old patterns will call to you with familiar comfort. People who benefit from your silence will ask you to stay silent. Fear will dress up as wisdom and advise delay. Smile, thank them, and obey me. Let their surprise be your confirmation that you are leaving a season. I am sanctifying your environment. I am anointing your home to be a sanctuary of peace. I am placing watchmen at your thresholds, discernment at your eyes and ears, so that distractions cannot smuggle despair into your days. I am teaching you to guard your morning and to close your evening with gratitude. These habits will become highways for grace. Remember how I have kept you. The accident that did not take you. The night you almost gave up and didn't. The provision that came when numbers said it could not. I have been faithful in the shadows. I will be faithful in the spotlight. I was God at midnight. I am God at noon. Child, do not argue with love. Do not demand a safer cross. Do not ask me to bless the chains I came to break. Lay them down. Lay them all down. Your heart will feel naked for a moment. Then it will feel light. You will wonder why you waited so long. If you obey now, watch the sequence I set in motion. Conversations you feared will become bridges. Places that carried dread will become altars. Enemies will lose interest. Closed doors will either open or cease to matter, and the path that looked like wilderness will unfold like a well-marked trail. You will not have fewer challenges. You will have me at the center of them, and that changes everything. My child, do not journey alone. Enter the place where my message is open to your heart. Click join to be strengthened by revelation and companions in faith. I am with you in the meeting room, and the kitchen sink, in the commute and the quiet, in the apology and the laughter that follows. I am writing surprises into your days, encounters, words, songs that will keep you moving when you are tempted to stop. Ask me for daily bread, and watch how perfectly it arrives. Lift your chin. Put your shoulders back. Breathe my name. Let your tears fall if they come. They are baptisms of courage. Say out loud, Father, I open. I forgive. I release. I repent. I trust. I obey. I believe. I receive. Let these words be steps across the threshold. And when the night returns, because night always returns, do not panic. Light does not leave. It rests. Rest with it. You are not starting from zero in the morning. You are continuing a story I have been writing since before you were born. I bless your going out and your coming in. I bless your thoughts to quiet and your spirit to sing. I bless your work to become worship and your home to become refuge. I bless your friendships with truth, your solitude with sweetness, your body with strength, your future with hope. I bless your memory with mercy and your imagination with possibility. Now, step. Step while the ground is soft. Step while the river parts. Step while your heart is burning within you. Call who you must call. Release what you must release. Begin what you must begin, and what must end. What crave, forgive, confess, plan, seed, wake up and do it now. I stand at the threshold with you. I will not push you. I will walk with you. But I will not lie. This window is real. Do not trade the eternal for a comfortable delay. Do not let the enemy sing you to sleep. Do not hand your inheritance to hesitation. If you open now, I will step in immediately. I will reorder chaos and gather the scattered pieces. I will mend the breach and fortify the walls. I will pour wisdom into your decisions and kindness into your speech. I will defend you where you are weak and correct you where you are wandering. I will make your life a parable of timely obedience. Feel my nearness. Hear my certainty. This is not the end you fear. It is the beginning you prayed for in words you forgot. Lift your hands. Unclench your jaw. Let me be God in every room of your heart. And as you do, you will know what peace tastes like again. You see it now. The door of destiny is open. I am in the doorway, smiling through tears that are somehow both mine and yours. I am proud of your desire to do right. I am moved by your small yes. I am ready to prove my faithfulness once more. Open and live. Open and watch. Open and be astonished. I am the God who transforms ordinary days into turning points. I am the Lord of right now, the keeper of timing, the redeemer of years. Trust me with this hour, and I will take care of the others. Here is my assurance. When you open now, everything begins to change. Restoration starts, clarity settles, peace anchors, provision flows, doors align, and purpose steps out of hiding. You will sense it immediately, the weight shifting, the horizon widening, the fear shrinking. I am here, beloved. I always have been. I always will be. My hands are steady. My heart is sure. My word will not fail you. Trust me with your yes, and I will trust you with my plans. Do not linger at the threshold any longer. I am ready. Heaven is ready. Creation is groaning for the unveiling of what I placed inside you. Let the unveiling begin now. Do not wait another day. Tomorrow is too late. What I prepared for you is here. Now, open and watch what I will do. Child of my heart, I have named you and claimed you as my own. Walk in my presence, and I will cover you with strength, renew your hope, and reveal my glory around you. My beloved child, I have waited for this moment, not because I am ever far from you, but because your spirit has finally slowed enough to notice the gentle pull of my presence. There have been countless times when I whispered, nudged, invited, and wrapped you in quiet grace, yet the noise of your days made it easy to overlook what was meant only for your heart. Now you stand in a stillness where you can finally receive. Here is a revelation approaching you, soft as dawn light, but carrying the weight of truth you've long needed. You sense only fragments of it now, like the faint outline of something precious behind a veil, but it is yours. Something shaped for you alone. Do not close yourself. If you do, the heaviness you've been carrying will cling to you again. The weight of unanswered questions, the buried ache, the habit of trying to navigate everything without me. I am here, pouring out a covering you've longed for even when you could not articulate the longing. This moment is not built on rituals, not on distant teachings or borrowed beliefs, but on my direct and personal embrace, an intimacy only I can give, a voice speaking beyond language into the very places you feel unseen, unknown, and misunderstood. So open your spirit. Lean in closer than you ever have. Let the barriers fall. I am gathering you in, not in judgment, but in tenderness. As a loving parent draws a child close, I am drawing you now. My peace settles around you like a warm mantle laid across your shoulders, smoothing the knots of worry, calming your thoughts, quieting the tremble beneath your emotions. If you have doubted your worth, listen. Let this truth anchor itself in you. My love for you is immeasurable. It cannot be contained by words, exhausted by your mistakes, or diminished by your fears. You cannot earn it because it has always belonged to you. The right to be cherished is your inheritance. I know the history of your pain, the losses that left long shadows, the disappointments that hollowed your energy, the wounds you tried to forget, but still felt in silent moments. None of it is invisible to me. Even now, I am lifting what pierced you, pressing healing into places you believed were permanently broken. Release your grip on regret. Let go of the what-ifs. You walk with the one who knows every step of your path and holds the blueprint of your future. Lift your gaze toward hope, toward a horizon woven with peace, renewal, and blessing for you and the ones your heart carries with care. Your presence here in this moment is no coincidence. My response to your deepest longing is unfolding. Child of light, let my spirit shine through you. Carry it into the depths of sorrow. In unity, we weave healing into every wounded heart. Let your spirit unwrap this gift. Feel my presence like a soothing balm resting on the innermost chambers of your being. There is healing here, healing for your grief, for the seasons you endured alone, for the ache you never put into words. And hear me clearly. You do not walk alone anymore. Do not let shadows, doubts, or the opinions of others dictate your destiny. Did you believe that your mistakes ruined everything? Let me turn your face away from shame. You stumbled, yes, but you did not fall beyond my reach. Where others saw failure, I saw the seed of resilience. Where others saw weakness, I saw a heart ready to rise again. I strengthened you then. I will strengthen you now. Every voice that mocked you, every hand that tried to push you down, every person who celebrated your hardship, none escaped my notice. My protection over you is fierce and unyielding. You matter to me. You are not lost in the chaos of the world or drowned out by louder voices. I see you. I defend you. But listen carefully, child. Blessings are moving toward you, and so are the eyes of those who do not hope to see you flourish. Be wise. Be diligent. Stay close to me so I can sharpen your discernment, to detect both dangers and open doors before you step into them. My favor rests on you and your household. Everything you build with faith will grow under my blessing. Let my clarity illuminate your mind so you can plan, create, and move with confidence. This is your season to dust off forgotten dreams, to reorganize what you set aside, to breathe life back into what once felt impossible. You have come through a difficult chapter, and the weight of unfinished plans has lingered in your heart. But hear me well. You will not remain stuck. You will not remain empty. My power is working even now, restoring, replenishing, and reshaping your steps. I wrote your story with intention before your first breath filled your lungs. Your secret hopes, your private prayers, your silent petitions for those you love, everyone is held in my heart. And nothing precious to you is ever forgotten by me. Each request has its appointed time. My longing is to pour blessing over you, to open doors you could never force open, to lead you toward wisdom, humility, courage, and enduring faith. The soil beneath you is fertile. Your life is destined to bear fruit. The map to blessing is already in your hands, my word, my truth, my promises. Guard them. Feed yourself with them. Let them take root so deeply that fear cannot uproot what faith plants. Even if your past is scattered with disappointments, declare this over yourself. My past is behind me. From this day forward, my life, my family, and my future are blessed. Speak it without shame. Speak it until doubt retreats. Within my promises is life, supernatural, abundant, unstoppable. No obstacle is too immovable for the one who stands in my truth. Each time despair tries to rise, I will raise a word of wisdom in your spirit, guiding you through the barrier and into breakthrough. Return to my word with a fresh hunger. As you do, my presence will surround you, gentle, constant, unmistakable. Watch your fears dissolve. Watch disbelief crumble. Watch hope take its rightful place again. Welcome my nearness. Even when you falter, even when you question, even when you pull away, I did not come to dwell in you to count your shortcomings, but to anchor you in the certainty of my grace. Rest now. You are loved. You are held. You are safe in me. Your child, scroll down and find the heart that says super thanks. When you click it, heaven smiles. Your love offering fuels my message and lifts weary hearts. Click it now, and I will pour peace and favor upon your path. I carry blessings for you that do not run thin, opportunities that arrive precisely when your hands are ready to receive them, strength that renews itself every time you feel depleted, and forgiveness that meets you before you even know to ask for it. Nothing you bring to me is too heavy, too tangled, or too fragile. Whenever you turn your heart even slightly in my direction, my presence surrounds you with gentleness and steadying power. When your spirit feels worn and your prayers come out as whispers or unfinished sentences, I do not pull away. I draw closer. I refill you with quiet purpose, breathe hope back into your weary lungs, and tend to the wounds you thought no one noticed. I have already dealt with the spirit that devoured your peace, the one that prowled in your thoughts and tried to distort your worth. Its influence over you is broken. What once gnawed at your mind now stands powerless. This is the season to lean your full weight on me, not cautiously, but boldly. Let the fear that once dictated your choices fall away like a garment that no longer fits you. I have already written joy into your future and placed fulfillment across your path, woven into days you have yet to walk. Long before you breathed your first breath, I envisioned goodness for you, goodness that is not fragile or conditional, but anchored in my unchanging love. Nothing and no one can harm you beyond what I allow to shape you into who you are becoming. Even what was meant to break you will, in time, reveal its purpose as a stepping stone. Soon, sooner than you expect, you will see evidence of my hand at work. Answers where confusion once reigned, calm where chaos once shouted, clarity where questions once tangled your thoughts. My love is not distant. It beats with a rhythm that matches your own heartbeat. Your honesty draws me in. Every time you pour out your truth, even the messy, unfinished, trembling pieces, I gather each word as if it were a treasure. Never define your worth by the affection the world withholds or the understanding people fail to offer. Come to me with your longing for acceptance and your ache for belonging. I meet you with an affection richer and more complete than you have yet imagined. If you have spent years searching for what only I can give, pause. Let me fill the place inside you that no achievement, no relationship, no dream has ever fully reached. Press in close. I see your heart as it truly is, not as the world labels it, not as you fear it to be, and not as the lies of shame have portrayed it. I see the battles behind your eyes, the tiredness in your soul, the questions you've never dared give voice, and the cravings for purpose that feel too deep to articulate. In every moment you feel overlooked, misunderstood, or unseen, know this: I am nearer than your breath. When you cling to certainty as if it were a rope in a storm, let your grip loosen. I am the anchor beneath the waves, the ground beneath your trembling feet. I invite you to surrender, not as a forfeiture but as trust. You are not releasing yourself into emptiness. You are falling into the fullness of my presence. When your thoughts race and spiral, return to me. I am not found in the thunder of fear nor the trembling of your doubts, but in the gentle whisper that settles your spirit. The whisper tells you that you belong, that you have always belonged. You were not created to earn your value or prove your worth. My delight in you is rooted in your being, not your doing. Before you perform a single duty, before one tear slid down your face, before any dream stirred in your heart, I love you completely. Let the shame you've carried and the labels others have placed on you begin to fall away like old dust in sunlight. You are precious. You are intentional. You are irreplaceable. My plans for you reach further than what you can currently see, wider than your imagination, deeper than your past pain. Every setback, every scar, every season of waiting has been woven into a tapestry of redemption. Do not hurry past your pain. I meet you even there. What you thought would break you becomes the very thing I use to strengthen you. Your truthfulness with me never wears me out. Speak each fear, each doubt, each fragile hope as if placing burdens at the feet of a father who loves you, because that is exactly what I am to you. Let my voice be the melody that overshadows accusation and quiets the clamor of self-doubt. When your thoughts drag you back to old mistakes or replay wounds that have already served their purpose, let me speak a new name over you. Beloved, chosen, redeemed. You are not tethered to your history, nor defined by it. Each morning I breathe fresh mercy into your life, mercy that is never rationed, reused, or watered down. Drink deeply when sorrow feels heavy, when hope feels thin, when you are tired of trying. Believe not only that I can move in your life, but that I desire to do so, personally, intimately, now. I am not looking for perfection, only willingness. Bring me your limits, your empty hands, your fatigue. I cherish these offerings. In your surrender, I place my strength in you, not temporary strength, but the kind that springs up like a well that never runs dry. When anxiety urges you to take control, when you feel pressured to fix everything alone, let those moments remind you to return to my rest. There is room for every part of your story in my embrace, the polished pieces and the ragged edges, the victories and the shadows, the clarity and the confusion. I do not reject the bruised reed or the faintly burning flame. I shelter you. I advocate for you. I lift you until even your weaknesses become testimonies of my faithful love. Know this deeply. Nothing, no disappointment, no failure, no darkness can pull you from my hand. Even when your faith falters, I stay steady. When you grow weary, I hold faith on your behalf. Trust me with the next step. You don't need to foresee the future or predict how everything unfolds. My wisdom covers every moment ahead of you. I'm already in your tomorrow, preparing pathways through deserts and valleys. I see the entire span of your life, from your first cry to your final breath, and I waste nothing, not even your heartbreak. Let hope rise again, not because circumstances have changed, but because I do not change. My heart toward you is not casual. It is fierce, focused, and intentional. You are not simply surviving this world. You are being shaped into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. Train your heart to notice me in the ordinary, the sunlight on your wall, a conversation that softens you, a moment of laughter, even the ache that reminds you of your dependence on me. Nothing offered to me is insignificant. If you listen, you will recognize my invitations throughout your days. Subtle nudges, quiet convictions, little bursts of clarity. Your life is sacred. You are unfolding into someone far more radiant than you realize. Do not let disappointment shrink your faith. Do not let the opinions of others decide the trajectory of your story. Every silent prayer you've whispered, every hope you tucked away, every longing you thought too small or too impossible, I have already begun weaving answers. They may not look like what you imagined, but they will arrive in their perfect time, carrying my unmistakable signature. Lean into the gift of community, for I did not design you to walk your journey in isolation. Even in the moments when solitude seems to wrap around you like a heavy cloak, you are not alone. My spirit moves beside you, within you, and ahead of you. I place you among people not for competition, comparison, or judgment, but so that you may give and receive strength, so that you may carry others when their knees shake, and allow yourself to be carried when your own steps falter. And through the faces around you, diverse, imperfect, beautiful, you will discover fresh reflections of my image. Release comparison, for the road I carved for you was shaped with intention, precision, and love. It is unlike the journey of any other soul. Celebrate the victories you witness in others, not as evidence that you have been overlooked, but as seeds of hope and confirmation that my abundance has no limit. The flourishing of another does not diminish you. It reveals more of what is possible for you. When envy tries to whisper its lies, allow gratitude to rise like a shield. Remember what I have already done in your life. Remember what I have brought you through. You are seen. You are cherished. You are provided for, even in the places where you cannot yet perceive my hand. Let worship become your weapon, the song that pushes back the fog of discouragement and the weight of despair. Lift your eyes and notice how beauty endures, how kindness silently mends wounds, how laughter pierces through sorrow like a beam of morning light through clouds. Where you choose to set your attention, your heart will follow, and in that place my presence becomes unmistakably clear. As your awareness grows, notice how the burdens you carry begin to shift. Note how joy can sit beside pain without canceling it, and how peace can hold you steady in the very center of uncertainty. Peace does not require the absence of trouble. It requires the assurance that I walk with you, step for step, breath for breath. Your prayers, even the ones spoken through tears, through silence, through exhaustion, rise before me like precious incense. Not one sigh escapes my notice. Persist in hope, not because the path is easy, but because you never walk it alone. When doubts loom larger than your faith, remember, I do not ask you for perfect certainty. I ask for a heart that can lean into me even when the road ahead is dim. Where you feel weakest, I am most present. Where you feel fractured, I am working with tenderness. My dear one, allow my light to guide you. Spread it where shadows linger. In harmony, we awaken hope and comfort to the searching hearts. Do not despise small beginnings or slow growth. My transformation is rarely rushed, yet it is always sure. You are being refined, yes, sometimes through fire, but always through love. You will not be consumed. You will be made radiant, a living testimony to my grace and my goodness. I see the moments when hesitation grips you, the seconds when regret tugs at your spirit, the hours when you question whether you are truly welcome in my presence. Allow my words to flow over the hardened places of your heart like living water over stone, softening what disappointment has stiffened and what self-doubt has weighed down. I know the exact moment you first wondered whether you were worthy of my affection. I know the hour you feared you had failed me beyond repair. And yet I carried you. And here you are still reaching, still longing, still hoping. Your longing is not lost on me. I search the deep caverns of your heart, not for perfection, but for honesty and humility. Your emptiness is not a flaw, it is a vessel ready to be filled. Your lack is not a disqualification, it is an invitation to draw closer. The world may have taught you that love is earned through flawless behavior, spotless performance, or unbroken strength. But my love does not hinge on your actions. It flows from who I am, faithful, steady, unchanging. Every sunrise I paint across the sky is a reminder of my renewed mercy toward you. Every breath in your lungs is proof of my nearness. Come to me as you are, with questions, with burdens, with the pieces of your heart you have carried in silence. I do not turn away from wounds. I gather them gently. The broken places in you are not an inconvenience to me. They are where my healing begins. I shape galaxies, yet I bend down to mend what is fragile within you. That persistent tug in your spirit, that gentle beckoning that never fully fades, that is my call. I am not merely inviting you to believe something is possible. I am inviting you to trust that I desire to restore what you have hidden even from yourself. Lay down your striving, your relentless self-pressure, and receive my acceptance. No accusation has authority over what I have named beloved. Do not define your future by your past. Your identity is not anchored in old labels, past wounds, or former failures. It is anchored in me. When you walk through seasons of uncertainty, let hope hold you steady. I know you may feel the urge to brace for disappointment, to protect your heart from further hurt. But the hope I offer is not fragile or hollow. It is alive. It enters ruins and draws forth new life. It is the promise that every night gives way to morning. You may not see the path ahead, but I see the entirety of your story at once, the beginning, the middle, the end, the hidden parts, the revealed moments. Trust that the hand guiding you is gentle and unwavering. I do not stand at a distance during your dark valleys. I walk them with you. I shared every step, every sigh, every unspoken longing. Let go of the belief that you must carry everything yourself. You were never designed to bear the weight of life alone. When you bring me your fears, anxieties, and tears, you are not a burden, you are my delight, my chosen. Let my strength reach its fullness in your weakness. It is often when you feel most depleted that my faithfulness becomes the most visible. I am not repelled by your mistakes or your fragility. What moves my heart is your willingness to be honest, to come undone before me. Let authenticity replace the masks you feel pressured to wear. Come to me without pretense, without rehearsed perfection. It is the real you, the tender, searching, imperfect you, that I love. I am not distant from your pain, and I have never been silent in your suffering. My voice does not always come wrapped in thunder or revelation. Often it moves like a soft breath in the quiet corners of your life, the places you forget to look. I speak in gentle moments, between your sighs, within the pauses you hurry past, in the stillness where you rarely linger. Learn to lean into those quiet spaces. My guidance is not meant to confuse you but to steady you, to keep you from paths that will wound you, and to lead you toward what is far greater than what you once demanded. I do not rush you through your healing. Your tears are not overlooked. Every one is gathered, every cry is held. There is purpose woven into every season, even the ones that feel barren. Where you see fragments, I see the full design taking shape. Trust the process, even when it feels slow. Trust me, even when the road feels endless. Do not measure your worth, your progress, or your hope by speed. but by the closeness we build together. True trust grows in the soil of persistence, watered by each choice to return to me. There will be days when my presence feels hidden, but do not mistake hiddenness for absence. I am closer than your own breath. When you run out of answers and your understanding collapses beneath you, remember that mine has no limit. Rest in my sovereignty. Not everything needs to be explained immediately. Let go of the weight of trying to control outcomes that were never meant to be carried in your hands. Let my peace, deep, steady, unshakable, guard your heart and mind. My peace does not tremble when circumstances change. It remains firm even when everything around you feels unstable. When fear rises and tries to swallow your courage, remember, I am the one who quiets storms with a word. Your safety does not depend on shifting conditions but on my unwavering character. Celebrate even the smallest victories, the moments when light slips through the cracks. Rejoice not only in the end results, but in each decision you make to trust, to forgive, to press forward. Every step, no matter how small, is shaping you into someone more whole than you were before. I see your effort, your devotion, your slow but steady transformation. You are not the sum of your failures. You are defined by the potential I placed inside you. My affection for you does not rise and fall like ocean tides. It remains through every high and every valley, unshaken and unchanging. I am the clarity in your confusion, the anchor in your uncertainty. Rest in the certainty that you belong, that you are cherished, that your life carries meaning far beyond what you currently perceive. Your voice matters to me. I hear every prayer, even the ones your lips never speak but your heart cries out in silence. Nothing about you is invisible to me. Even when others overlook you, I do not. You have not forgotten. You are the focus of my attention. Listen closely. I pursue your heart with persistence. I will never tire of calling you back to joy, to wholeness, to hope. When you feel weak, remember that my arms are strong enough to carry you. Do not wait to be better or do more before you come close. My invitation is for now, for this imperfect, weary moment, and I will meet you exactly where you stand. Think of how many times I have drawn you near when you didn't even realize it. Remember the calm that settled over you when fear tightened its grip, the peace that didn't make sense. That was me. Always me. There is a deeper rest I want you to discover, a rest that does not depend on how well you perform or how bravely you endure. It arises from my love, steady, unshakable, eternal. You have wrestled with your worth, with doubts about purpose, wondering if what you do matters or if your prayers rise beyond the ceiling. Bring those questions to me. Stop measuring your value by fleeting achievements or comparisons that drain your joy. I see you completely, and I delight in who you are beyond what you produce. You are not unseen. Your longings are known. Your quiet sacrifices, the kindnesses no one noticed, the patience no one applauded. I saw everyone. Do not let discouragement distort your view. Nothing you plant in faith is wasted. Under my watchful care, even hidden seeds grow into beauty. Release the burdens you were never designed to carry. I have not asked you to strive endlessly or mold yourself into what you think would be more acceptable. I form you with intention, with strengths, weaknesses, and intricacies that all serve a purpose. Your uncertainties do not push me away. They invite my strength to shine through. If you stumbled, my hand is already extended. I offer new beginnings in places you thought were endings. Do not run from me in shame. Bring me your bruised places, your confusion, your brokenness. My mercy rebuilds what you believed was beyond repair. I clothe you in dignity and restore what was lost. Listen now, Let this settle deep in your spirit. Hope is not gone. The story is not finished. Look at the path behind you. My footprints are beside yours. Even in seasons that felt silent, I was working behind the scenes, weaving redemption out of what hurt you. Not one tear, not one sigh, not one hesitant step has escaped my notice. All of it matters to me. My faithfulness is your shield. When fear demands your attention, let my whisper silence the noise. You are safe. You are held, protected, beloved, and never alone. I hold the whole of your tomorrow, and I am already present in every moment you have not yet reached. Nothing ahead of you is unknown to me. While you stand within the limits of time, I stand beyond it, seeing the tapestry from beginning to end. So trust this. Your life carries far more weight, far more worth, than the world proposes. You are not drifting unnoticed, nor merely surviving the passing of days. I crafted you with intention, with layers of purpose that even you have only begun to uncover. Within you I have placed gifts, quiet treasures the world desperately needs. Compassion that softens what has hardened, insight that perceives what others miss, resilience forged through storms you never thought you'd survive, creativity that reflects the imprint of my own imagination. These gifts are not ornaments for your private comfort. They are lanterns meant to cast light into the paths of those who wander, ache, doubt, and hunger for hope. Do not bury what I have entrusted to you. Do not shrink back out of fear, hesitation, or the belief that someone else is better suited. Step forward, even if your voice trembles, even if your courage feels thin. Offer what you have, as it is, and watch me multiply it in ways you could not orchestrate. Small gestures, born of sincerity, carry eternal weight. A gentle word, a moment of patience, a simple act of kindness. These are not insignificant. They become sacred when offered with love. In my kingdom, nothing surrendered in love ever returns empty. Think for a moment of the disappointments you carry, the prayers you whispered with expectancy that seemed to echo back in silence, the opportunities that slipped through your hands, the doors that slammed shut when you begged for them to open. Release your grip on what you thought should have been. Allow me to reshape your hope, to redirect it toward something deeper and truer than you imagined. Sometimes loss is not punishment but preparation, making space for a fullness you are not yet ready to receive. My timing may rub against your impatience, yet it is deliberate, precise, compassionate. Growth often happens where you cannot see it. Like a seed hidden beneath the soil, hope must sometimes rest in darkness before it rises. Do not fear the waiting. Waiting strengthens you, deepens your roots, and anchors your spirit for the storms ahead. When your questions multiply and answers seem scarce, come sit with me in the mystery. I am not asking you to pretend certainty or mask confusion. Bring me your raw honesty, your wrestlings, your doubts. I do not shy away from them. In the stillness between your thoughts, listen. My voice is gentle, never forceful. I do not shout over the chaos around you. I whisper into the quiet places within you. What I illuminate is not always an explanation, but something better. The assurance of my presence that does not waver. Let this truth settle in your heart. You belong to me. Not because you have mastered life's puzzles, but because I have claimed you in love. Lift your gaze. See beyond the demands of today, beyond the swirl of tasks and worries. Learn to recognize the holiness hidden in the ordinary moments that seem unremarkable. When love feels costly, when progress feels invisible, trust that seeds planted in faith will yield a harvest in my time. Do not measure your impact through quick results or recognition. I see what others miss, each quiet forgiveness, each turn toward generosity, Each moment you choose prayer over distraction. Let my approval outweigh the shifting applause of people. Receive the covering of my peace. Let it settle over every restless place in you. When doubts attempt to take root, remember that my promises stretch across generations. They have been proven trustworthy through countless lifetimes. I am not distant from your struggles. Even on days when you feel unworthy, uncertain, or ill-equipped, I am supplying what you need in the hidden chambers of your spirit. Hold this tightly. My strength is enough. My grace is more than enough. Let your soul be still. Let love quiet the storm inside you. You are not alone, and nothing, not your failures, not your fears, not your darkest moment, can separate you from me. As you continue forward, you may find your mind wandering to unfinished stories, unresolved pain, lingering shadows. Hear me gently remind you, nothing in your life has escaped my notice. Every moment, past sorrow, present struggle, future hope, is woven with intention. Even the threads you wish you could erase have been worked into a design that leads to redemption. I have seen your unspoken questions, your silent cries for reassurance, the longing you hide beneath practiced composure. You have wondered whether healing is possible for wounds so deep they feel like part of your identity. You have carried burdens for so long that you fear who you might be without them. Bring them to me. My hands do not tire. My compassion does not thin. Every sigh, every tear you thought went unseen, I have held them all. You believe your scars define you, but they do not. They are not your shame. They are your testimony. Evidence that you endured, that you survived, that I walked with you even when you felt abandoned. And even now, I am drawing new life through the very places you thought were barren. My kindness is falling like rain on the dry soil of your heart, preparing it for new growth. You have struggled to trust that I am truly for you because the world shouts demands and conditions. It tells you to earn your worth, prove your value, outperform your limits. But my love does not operate in the economy of striving. I invite you into rest, real rest, not performance, not pretense. I see through your defenses and love you beyond them. Entrust to me even the parts of yourself you keep hidden from everyone else. I hold no disappointment in you, only patience, only compassion. Transformation does not begin in your effort, but in your willingness to surrender into my arms. You may feel alone at times, especially when silence lingers and prayers seem unanswered. But know this: I am attentive, I am near, I am listening, and I am working in ways you cannot yet perceive. My presence does not always reveal itself with flashes of lightning or dramatic intervention. More often, I come quietly, like a soft wind brushing past your spirit when you least expect it. I draw near in subtle ways, a calm that settles over you though nothing around you has changed, a sudden clarity that arrives without explanation, a timely word that seems too precise to be coincidence. These are the gentle signatures of my nearness, the small but undeniable echoes of my faithfulness. Even when the circumstances of your life feel tangled and obscure, I am working in steady rhythms beneath what your eyes can see. I know the needs you carry long before they form into words, yet I treasure the moments when you choose to speak with me. Your honest voice, unfiltered, unpolished, is a gift I welcome. Come without fear of being misunderstood, for nothing is too trivial for my attention, and nothing is too complex for my understanding. When your own wisdom feels insufficient, lean into mine. I am not here to overwhelm you, but to guide you with a steady hand. You often desire certainty, a sign pointing to the right road, a clear indication of which door should open and which should remain closed. At times I grant that clarity swiftly, lighting the way before you like the dawn breaking over a quiet landscape. But more often, I guide you step by step, offering just enough light for the next small movement forward. Trust does not grow in the glare of full explanations. It grows in the gentle glow of daily dependence. Even when the path appears random or discouraging, I am weaving a story suffused with hope. Walk with me. I will not leave you stranded midway through the journey. I will not allow you to lose yourself in the shadows, for your hand is safely within mine. When fear presses against your mind, threatening to silence your courage, remember this: you do not walk through any valley alone. Strength is often born in the very places where you admit, I cannot do this on my own. In that honest surrender, your heart becomes most aware of my presence. Where your strength ends, mine begins, and it does not waver. Your dependence on me is not a flaw. It is the doorway to deeper intimacy. When you release the burden of self-reliance, room is made for grace to take root and flourish. Yielding is not defeat. It is the birthplace of transformation. I crafted your soul to thrive, not in isolation, not in relentless independence, but in connection with me and with others. Do not fear needing support. Do not fear letting others witness your struggle. Humility is fertile soil where my love grows strong. You are not defined by the wounds you've endured or by the failures that still echo in your memory. My gaze reaches past the surface, into the very core of who you are, into the treasure I placed within you before your first breath. I call forth those gifts, the ones woven into your being with purpose and intention. Even when you feel unprepared or empty-handed, I am multiplying what you offer. Give me the small, the ordinary, the overlooked, and watch as I shape it into something far beyond what you imagined. In my kingdom, not a single moment is wasted. Not the quiet sighs you think go unnoticed. Not the dreams you buried. Not the seeds you sowed in trembling faith. Learn to discern my voice amid the noise that clamors for your attention. Many voices claim to lead you toward what is right, but my counsel carries a distinct peace, gentle, consistent, unwavering. I do not coerce or shame. I invite. I guide. I lift. My words draw you toward hope, toward clarity, toward